Welcome, everyone. It is time to celebrate the Heart Walk. It is great to see you, although I wish it was in person like the last few years. I'm Jaehnig of NBC 10, and on behalf of the American Heart Association, I truly want to thank you for joining us to move more. Where you can, that is, right? Whether it's your backyard, a trail, your neighborhood, or maybe inside your home on a treadmill. We are signing up, we are stepping out, and we are standing up for longer, healthier lives for everyone, everywhere. Now, the American Heart Association, as always, is our guide, our coach, and our fiercest supporter. And together, we are resilient and relentless as we own our own health and our well-being. Now, the Heart Walk digital experience is crucial, as you know, to the American Heart Association's mission to be a relentless force for a world of longer, healthier lives. And today, we are bringing our Southern New England and Southcoast Heart Walks together to one, to celebrate the amazing work accomplished to help power cardiovascular research, education, and COVID-related medical advances. Now, there are many ways to celebrate today's Heart Walk. For instance, follow along in the Facebook event page for fun, interactive ways to participate. Share your reasons for walking. I know they're personal for some of you. And upload your photos to social media by using the hashtag SNEHeartWalk and tagging us at AHA Rhode Island. We love seeing your photos. Now, you can also continue your support from your phone. It's really easy. Just text SNEHW to 51555. Again, it's easy. SNEHW, SNE Heart Walk, get it? To 51555. You know, without our dedicated and compassionate volunteers like each one of you right now, none of the American Heart Association's events would be successful. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And now it is my pleasure to share with you a special message from the Southern New England American Heart Association Board of Directors.
Good morning. I'm Renee Aloisio, Chair of the Southern New England American Heart Association Board of Directors. I'm thrilled you have chosen to move more with us for the Southern New England and South Coast Heart Walk. Although we can't be physically together today, I'm looking forward to seeing the many ways our community moves to stay active and support the American Heart Association. While we're celebrating apart again this year, we're still working together in support of our mission to be a relentless force for longer, healthier lives during a time when it has never been more important. Funds raised throughout this campaign today and tomorrow are funding education that is helping our communities be healthier and life-saving research that will help us better understand the heart and brain implications of COVID-19 on heart and stroke patients. Today, we're reminded that physical activity is a critical part of a healthy lifestyle, not only to prevent heart disease and stroke, also to improve personal well-being. As many of us are spending our days at home, sticking to our fitness goals can lead to better sleep, lower stress, anxiety, improved cognition. I encourage you to find ways to keep moving and have your family join you. I personally made a commitment to the American Heart Association and myself to move more during the month of April. It's amazing what 30 to 40 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week can do for you. In just a short time, I feel so much better, and I feel physically and mentally fit with my well-being. I encourage all of you to join me and join the American Heart Association to move more. I plan to get out in my neighborhood and walk today, and you'll see my photo on social media along with the photos you'll be sharing by following hashtag SNEHeartWalk. Enjoy your movement today. I urge you to think about why you are walking. We all walk for someone or something. It is in the true spirit of the Heart Walk to keep this at heart in your efforts today. I walk for my mother-in-law. She suffered a stroke at age 68. It left her disabled until she passed away at a very young age of 71. So that is why today, the Heart Walk, your support of the walk and your generous donations are so important. You are saving lives. We're saving lives together. Thanks to all of you for supporting us.
All right, today we are reminded that heart disease and stroke can affect anyone at any time, at any age in your life. And I'm excited to introduce to all of you someone that really has been living fierce while living with heart disease.
You have 5 years left to live if we don't do the surgery. I remember those words being said like they were just said to me yesterday. Facing that reality at the age of 32 is terrifying. And in that moment, life as I knew it had stopped. My life would be forever changed. In 2011, I was first diagnosed with mitral valve prolapse and was told that this surgery would fix the problem. They could not guarantee me if the valve would be repaired or replaced, and because of that, we would not know the life prognosis until after my surgery. My surgery had been scheduled for September, and it had proved to be successful, and my doctors were able to repair my valve. But it was a long and difficult surgery, and my heart was worse than they originally thought. While in the hospital recovering from my surgery, I developed complications, and my journey became that much more challenging. January of 2012, I was placed into a life vest, told I was being considered for a possible transplant, and then I would also be facing another surgery, this time to have an ICD placed. Surgery had been scheduled for later in the month of June, but somewhere in between, my heart started getting better. Not by a lot, but enough to not to have an ICD placed. During this time, I had been placed on a regimen of medications, and that is what I credit my heart getting better to. It was strongly advised that I could not get pregnant because pregnancy is tough on the heart, and mine was already compromised and weak. This was devastating news to me because all I wanted more than anything in life is to be a mom. Cardiomyopathy would make it nearly impossible for me to get through a full-term pregnancy safely. Being a mom is the most important thing to me though, and I couldn't not be one. 5 years of fighting and test after test, it was determined in November of 2016 that my heart could handle a pregnancy as long as I was closely monitored. February of 2017, I became pregnant, and for 8 months had an uneventful pregnancy. At week 36 of my pregnancy, I went into congestive heart failure and was induced. But I gave birth to a beautiful and happy and healthy baby girl, who by all standards is my miracle. I am happy to say that almost 4 years later, I am now stable and have not had any hospitalizations nor any additional setbacks. I will have to take medications for the rest of my life and deal with other restrictions. I still have some bad days where I'm fatigued, but I have more good days than bad days now. And I continue to overcome the most challenging times of this journey. And I will continue on my fight as a heart warrior. In 2011, I was told that I only had 5 years left, but this year will be 10 years. I've become a mom and a wife since then. I remain a heart warrior, and last summer, I climbed a literal mountain. I'm sharing my message with you today because I don't want you to give up hope. If I had given up hope, I wouldn't be where I am today. I may not be alive, definitely would not be a mom, and I wouldn't be married. It's very important that you follow your doctor's orders, but it's more important that you continue to keep the faith, keep strong, and keep fighting that fight. Thanks. Go Heart Warriors.
Boy, thank you so much for sharing your story. So brave and so inspiring. We all need that. You know, we all walk for someone, for a brother, for a sister, for a mother, a father, a friend, or neighbor, or maybe it's for yourself. Today, I'm involved, as I have been for the last several years, for my late mother. I've been hosting the Heart Walk for years now. As you know, I've met several of you at the event every year, but it was her battle with heart disease, her first heart attack when I was in the 8th grade. I'm involved in her memory. And we encourage all of our heart walkers to share your own story or who you're walking for by tagging at AHA, American Heart Association, Rhode Island. So it's at AHA Rhode Island, but use the hashtag. The hashtag is SNEHeartWalk. We love seeing your photos and hearing your stories. Now, don't forget that today is the final day of the Move More Challenge. The team with the highest amount of physical activity in dollars raised, well, you're going to receive some special recognition from our Southern New England American Heart Association. And I do want to remind all of you, just because we are wrapping up the Move More Challenge and celebrating the Heart Walk today, you can and still walk or move more however you can tomorrow and every day. Heart health, brain health should be prioritized year-round. All right, here we go. It is time to officially kick off the 2021 Southern New England and the Southcoast Heart Walk. We're glad you're all together. So keep your family and friends updated by posting your selfies and videos. Remember, using the hashtag SNEHeartWalk and tag us at AHA Rhode Island. Can't wait to see your pictures. You can also show that you are walking by adding a Facebook frame to your profile picture. And don't forget to encourage your friends and family to join the fight to end heart disease and stroke by texting to give right from your cell phone. It's easy. Just text SNEHW to 51555. All right, now is our time to shine in mind, body, and spirit. Let's embrace the power to write our own story, swap challenges for opportunities, and realize what's possible. Starting now, there's strength in possibility, strength in community, and strength in new opportunities. We'll keep coming. Let's lace up. Let's say yes to health. Let's say yes to saving lives. Let's say yes to living fierce. Thank you so much for joining us and for supporting the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association in Southern New England. I'm Dan Jaehnig. Please be safe and be well, and I hope to see you in person next year.